Before history was written, there were warriors who discovered that death would not claim them. They lived while kingdoms rose and empires disappeared. Generations passed before their eyes, yet they remained. They could bleed. They could suffer. But they could not die as ordinary mortals died. There was only one law. When two of them met, the challenge had begun. And when the final challenge was over, only one would remain. For generations, the Nakano family protected the secret of these warriors. Nothing was written in official histories. The knowledge passed quietly from mother to daughter, hidden within family stories and guarded by those who understood its danger. Misako Nakano carried the kanabō, a weapon of wood and iron, built not for elegance but destruction. It had once broken armor and crushed warriors who believed themselves untouchable. Misako trusted its honesty. The kanabō did not deceive. It offered one simple truth. Strength survives. Aiko Nakano followed another path. Her weapon was the kusarigama, a sickle joined to a chain and iron weight. It was a weapon of patience and control. The chain confused and trapped. The sickle waited until escape was impossible. Aiko believed true power did not need to announce itself. They carried the same name and had once trained beneath the same family eyes, but the passing years changed them. Misako believed the final survivor must possess the strength to shape the world that followed. Aiko believed anyone who desired such power had already become unworthy of it. For years, each knew the other was somewhere beyond the horizon. Neither searched, neither needed to. Warriors such as these are always drawn together. And the dreams began. Misako saw falling water, black stones and a chain moving through the mist. Aiko saw the same waterfall, but the stream beneath it had turned dark. Both awoke with the same name in their minds. Takihada. Hidden in the mountains of Kawachinagano, Takihata Falls had been feared long before roads entered the valley. Old stories spoke of voices beneath the water. They told of warriors who entered the forest and returned changed. Some never returned. Misako arrived carrying the kanabō openly. She understood why she had been called there. Aiko came before the rain. The kusarigama rested in her hand, its chain following across the stones. There was no hatred between them. Hatred belongs to ordinary enemies. This was older. It was a duty neither had chosen and neither could escape. They remembered sharing meals as children. They remembered training together. They knew the same family stories, the same names and the same silences. But immortality had transformed memory into distance. The waterfall drowned their final words. Then the challenge began. It was not simply strength against speed. It was certainty against patience. Open power against hidden control. Two beliefs fighting for the right to survive. The kanabō carried the force of every battle Misako had endured. The kusarigama carried every lesson Aiko had learned while waiting for stronger enemies to make their mistakes. Time disappeared beneath the falls. Pain grew. Blood entered the stream and vanished. Still, neither warrior remained down. Each discovered an uncomfortable truth in the other. Misako saw that Aiko's restraint was not weakness. Aiko understood that Misako's strength was not mindless brutality. They were not opposites. They were reflections shaped differently by time. At last, both reached the moment promised by the old stories. Each held the life of the other within reach. The challenge could have ended. One warrior could have survive everything the centuries had done to them. Or perhaps they finally understood that something else was watching from beyond the trees. Something older had awakened. Something that had waited for them to weaken each other. Misako lowered the kanabō. Aiko released the chain. No peace was declared. No forgiveness was requested. They left Takihata Falls by separate paths, carrying their wounds and the knowledge that their challenge remained unfinished. One day, Misako Nakano and Aiko Nakano will meet again. Perhaps as